Hey traders, it's Steve from the Stock Index Trading Room, and I hope we got a lot to do. I'm going to get to it. I hope this finds you happy, healthy, and reasonably prosperous, unless you're looking for more. And we're starting to specialize in more. We're going to talk about quite a few things today, briefly. But the main thing I want to share with you is both the why and how of the Batman entry strategy. We probably get more disbelief from new members about the power of this entry than anything else that we do. I'm going to do this, make it legal. Please read this and come back when you're through. First off, traders reporting historic performances of late. When this happens, we start to think, man, I finally got it figured out. Maybe we do and maybe we don't. I sure hope you do. There are two categories of traders. Traders with a proven trade plan that shows proven historic success. They follow this proven trading plan to victory. This is about 5% of retail traders, right? Very small percentage. Traders with no proven plan or maybe a vague idea of what they think should happen, and they get really excited and swept up with the volatility of huge days, thin moves, edges aren't respected, and they can really get beat up. Of course, they're doomed to fail over time because whatever we gather, we give back quickly, I might add. I would like for you to stop doing that. So, how are some traders experiencing historic positive results? It's not as big a deal as you think. Let me pull this up and then we'll get to the chart. Okay. This is CME Group E-mini, volume and open interest, right? So if you look through here, we'll have spike days in here, but for the most part, 1.2 to 1.5. And if we go further back, you'll see even days with 900,000 contracts. But 1.2 to 1.4 tends to be sort of over a long period of time, sort of average. And, we go back from the 12th, 14th in here, 1.3, 1.4, 1.2. Okay. And then we go over and let's look at this spike day. We have 2.9 million contracts exchanged, 2.6, 2.5. So the question that I would like for you to ask yourself, and the point I'd like to make with this is simple. Will we have more entries if we have a proven trading plan? And it's probably not tick for tick. We're probably not going to have twice as many here as here, but it's real. We've tracked it. It's really close, y'all. And the win rate's the win rate. So if we get a monster range day where we're going to get, rather than say 12 or 15 entries in a system, we get 35 or 40, would we expect a profit to double from here to here? And the answer is, of course, we expect it to double. Of course, we expect it to double. So that's why that's going on. Okay. Now, let's look at and talk about, I'll need to get rid of that. Let's look at and talk about the Batman market entry strategy system technique, whatever you want to call it. The first trade we took in the room almost 8 years ago, it's hard to believe, was a Batman entry. When new members come to the room, that's the entry that they are the most impressed. I've had hundreds of people say, look, I can't trade it because nothing can work that good. I have been taught if something looks too good to be true, it is. I have been deceived by so many people doing what you're doing that I can't make myself trust it. And we get that. I totally understand that. As a performance coach, I can tell you that's normal. 90% of the world's population feels like you do. Okay. And I can't change that. All I can do is continue to show you the things that we use. If it makes sense, come and join us. If it doesn't make sense, don't come and join us, right? It's a real simple decision. We just want you to make an educated decision. So we're going to look at the Batman. What is a Batman, you ask? It's price action failure. Price action failures. Ask yourself why the markets fail. There's no continuation in one direction, and there's excess pressure in the other direction. What happens next? You know that. Nobody has to go through that. Regardless of the level of your trading skill, when markets don't do what they're supposed to do, they go the other way, usually, not all the time. Okay. Now we're going to add, people like the way this sounds, confluence of additional indicators. It's just stacking probabilities. We're going to take this from 70% to 90% for you. Okay. To start in your direction. Okay. If you're interested in that. Now, when we add these additional factors into this pattern, these powerful forces are going to drive your entry in your favor. Now, the No Dot Batman was a complete surprise when I found it. This is often the case. I was trying to make a thing work, something else. Stop doing that. Stop trying to make something work. And I noticed something else. Pretty much everything we trade in a room, other than the Batman and one other pattern that people have traded for 8 years with success. Then we have detailed and lengthy testing to show that it is fit, beneficial to offer our members. See, we demand only the very best trading ideas to the people who have trusted us their trading future. Most services are simply trying to put enough arrows on their chart so people will have hope. Oh, God, this is great. We don't do that, right? If this makes sense, come and join us. If it doesn't make sense, don't come and join us. Like I said, we just want you to make an educated decision. That's all. So here's a Batman. I know it looks more like Bluey than Batman, but I can't curve things with this. Now, Batman's happy because Batman reads order flow at a very, very high level. Okay. So if Batman is structured with balance, that gives us no advantage. If Batman's reading order flow and looks like this, which way do you think prices? See, we used to say order flow leads price. That's not entirely true. Order flow creates future price movement. Breakout order flow, down divergence, price is sideways, order flow is strengthening to the downside. We have a breakout. Now, what we're doing with this signal is we're using smart momentum. And what we have in our market is we have smart momentum changing colors as price is sliding over. We have found that to be crazy powerful, right? And that's the No Dot Batman. Real simple. You're going to be, now we have these live, and often we'll get a background color change before this bar finishes. Often we'll get order flow breakout before this bar finishes. So we're trading in the future. While most traders are trading time bars, and this may go 5-minute bar, this may go down 20, 25 points before that trader will get an entry bar, right? That was unacceptable to us. And so Rob developed super smart Rincos that read order flow and all kinds of groovy stuff that we're not going to go into here, but we talk about in the room. So what is the ABCs of price action? A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, normal price action. A, B, C, D. Right. Now, it can get real choppy with any chart. A, B, C, D, right? A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. And you'll go like, I never was aware of that. And you'll start looking at it and you'll start to see how it literally overwhelmingly dominates future price movement. So here's the ABCD. We have a market coming down, ABCD, A, B, C, D. That's what's supposed to happen, right? A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. But it doesn't. A, B, C, D, D, D. Wait a minute. This is a failure. Wait a minute. Does that mean it's going up? Not 100% of the time. We get order flow. Batman's reading order flow up, stall price, up order flow, and there we go. That's the example of what a Batman is. So we get A, B, C, D up, right? We go above. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 wait. A, B, C, D, right? We look, and all we're doing with this entry is we're looking at smart momentum. And smart momentum is changing in the process of putting in this top. And we get advanced recognition. We're trading in the future. We're trading this move here. Time bars, trade whatever you like, whatever works for you. We're the first group, probably the first place that would say, hey, if you're making what you're doing work, teach us, right? We would learn to love. We would love to learn. See, so we get A, B, C, D. No, it fails. Smart momentum is going red. You can go to Weak Batman look on Trap Trader Oscillator. This was the first trade setup we took in a room. It will be 8 years next month, which is hard to believe. Okay. So that's the Batman, A, B, C, D. Oh, whoa. Do I have evidence, confluence of indicators telling me that that's going to fail and that's going to do that? And the answer is yes, we do. Okay. Now, we reported last week this often finds major market turns. I would call that a major market turn. May or may not. The market doesn't always respond this way, and it'll turn sometimes, and we won't get that, right? We're not saying this is going to get every turn and never miss one. We don't have that. The other thing I'll say about this, compliance would want me to share with you. We've traded the Batman. We have people that have taken thousands of winning trades with not a lot to win against them since we opened the room. It may never work again, right? It may never work again. Just because it's worked for almost 8 years at 90% or so doesn't mean it will continue to do that. We believe the future will be like the past. So we have an advantage over most traders. It may never win again, may never lose again, right? We don't know the future. And we're not saying that we know the future. We're just saying this has been happening 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, and this week, right? This week. So here's another one, A, B, C, D. Oh, we slide over on a red background. We look down here. We have no dot. There's our entry. And you can do with this whatever you would like to do, right? The no dot Batman. Now, let's pull that up. No dot Batman for the week. Uh, Not a great week, to be honest with you. Um, Internals, we like this number to be 300%. What does that mean? So we are 3 times more likely to experience profit than experience a loss based on historical past performance. It made quite a bit of profit. And the reason was we had those big monster days, right? So we get a number this large, we normally have to have this number at 4 or 5, right? We got to have a big number here. But because we're having super large days where we might get 6, 5, or 6, 7 of these in a day, more than half column major market turns, maybe getting 15, 18. So, our profit's going to be doubled and tripled. Not because of anything other than the market's just moving a lot, and we have plans that help us take advantage of that. Okay. So that's the recap for that. Now, here's the next signal. And I knew this, I knew this was good. we years past, we discovered some things. Rob is really, really into uh, fake out breakout traps, right? Fake out breakout, come back down under this and we rotate away. Okay, we're going down, single bar, double bar, we break out, we rotate up. Okay, really key. Rob's just crazy good at that. And so what we've done with this um, is we've put it in a objective, non-discretionary trading recap. Now, are you going to trade non-discretionary? I don't have any idea. And that's not up for me to decide. Okay. That's not what we're talking about. We're just saying that the members that come in and start following these patterns to the best of their ability, and they'll be better 2 weeks from now at executing and seeing than they are today. And you will too. You get good at, John Maxwell told me on a round of golf at Setting Down Creek in Woodstock. Actually, it's Roswell, but it was Woodstock when it was built. He said, Steve, you get good at what you do. Right. So if I'm consistently following this, I will consistently get better and better and better at getting these types of results. Okay. So let's look into this. And, people go, how often does it trade? I checked with CME Group and Ninjatrader, who that's where I have my account. They said I could trade this and something else. I could trade this and the No Dot Batman in the same day if I wanted to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, none. We'll have days when we don't get any of these. Is that relevant? It is not. It has nothing to do with anything. You look at the internals here. It's not something that you would want to. It's not something that you would, if you have this on if you come to the room and get the stuff and put it on your chart, put this chart on your machine and trade it. You don't want to miss that one, right? You don't ever want to miss that signal. And it's just a fake out, breakout, A, B, C, D, E, F, E, F. There's more. No, there's not. We look down here, you're always going to get divergence, always going to get divergence. We get a ABCD pattern up with a lead out. Order flows breaking out to the upside. We trade the breakout here versus somewhere up in here, right? We get it in here. That's why our members, are doing so much better than even the average successful trader day trading the ES. We're trading in the future, and most people are trading after the fact and are trying to catch up and hope the market doesn't start chopping, right? So, now here's some good news. This is fun. As I was putting this together for today, I have found our next signal. And what we do with that is this weekend, I'll go through 3 or 4 weeks. I'll go through a couple of hundred of this to make sure if I say, hey, members, look at this. This is how it plays out. And we'll teach them to trade that if they want to. I found that by working on the no dot. Okay, it really is. I laugh because I look at it. Every time you make a great discovery, you go, God, that's so simple. Why didn't I see that before? So anyway, we'll have that ready for you. And I probably I don't know if I'm going to do anything on Thanksgiving weekend. Um, and I get to do what I want to do when I want to do it. That's kind of fun. If you haven't experienced even 2 or 3 months consistent successful trading, do it. You owe yourself to do it. It's sometimes scary. We have members that go, I'm uncomfortable with the success, and we get that. That's a performance coach. I understand that. I can help you through it. That's very real. And I can help you through it. That's what I really excel in. So anyway, Recap of the No Dot Batman, new entry, four tick trap. Smart momentum is running up through down price. We slide over on a green background and away we go. This tests well for 10, 12, 15 handles. Yeah, we have stuff like that in the middle of it. So that's it. If you have questions, I didn't put this on the chart. I normally do. I'm getting lazy. Emails, if you have questions or comments or concerns or whatever, stockindextradingroom@gmail.com. www.stockindextradingroom.com is our website if you want to come and start taking advantage of this Monday or Tuesday or whenever you see this. You want to do that, come on. And we'd love to have you part of our group in taking advantage of these entries with us and enjoying what our members have been enjoying for a long time. So on behalf of World Cup trading champion Rob Mitchell, who developed all of our brilliant indicators, and I think you can see we have an advantage, and world-class members of the Stock Index Trading Room. Steve just saying, happy trading. I hope everything in trading goes your way.